Hi, good morning, and great news. I've been practicing my golf game lately. It feels pretty good, a lot better than it has before. I just thought I would take you to the range with me so you can see how I practice. It's a lot more focused on short game and actually mental game too. I've stopped watching swing videos on YouTube because the swing problems that they fix might not be what you're doing incorrectly, even though it's the same result. So sometimes people go online and they search how to fix a slice, and there are all these different techniques, but it's not necessarily what you're doing incorrectly. And also the swing, like everything's all connected. So if you try to change one thing, it's not the best. So I've gone to a professional swing instructor and we just work on staying on plane. I've really simplified the swing, which is great for my swing thoughts. And I think I'm doing a lot better. My ball striking feels better. But I also want to show you what I do on the range because it's huge to practice. I highly recommend practicing on grass ranges. And then also I focus so much more on short game. I've been getting pars so much more often because I've been working so much on my short game. I'm so much more confident putting, and I want to share it with you so you can work on your golf game, and let's see if we can maintain our handicap during the cold weather, if not improve it. Fell in love in October. Does this look like I have headphones? That's why. Does it also look like I have no hair? Oh. The sun's not out. I don't know if it's coming out today, but it's kind of early. I just wanted to be here by myself. I have the range all by myself, and that's how I like it. If it's weird that I'm here early, like I woke up at 4. It's midday for me. I'm just gonna stretch. I have a nice hot coffee here, and let's get started. We are just going to do a fake round of golf. The course that I have in my mind, hole number 1 is a 280-yard par 4. So I just play that in my brain, and then I'll show you how the short game goes, because you can never practice short game too much. So I just pretend that I miss every single green, which isn't super far off, by the way. And then I'll show you how I practice on the short game area. But first, we do a tee shot and a second shot here on the range. Little to the right. Second shot, 7 iron. Try to get it on the ground. Try to hit the ground. Yeah. Stay on plane. Okay. That was better than I expected. Because the ground is so lumpy, you're better off kind of like hitting the ground. Otherwise, you might top it. Now for the short game part. Sorry for the noise. That's how golf courses go. So I'm a fair amount away from the short game area. I'm going to chip to it, and then I'm using my ball, and I'll show you what we do once we're up there. Yellow. Hopefully after that 7 iron shot, I didn't miss the green by that far, but it is so good to practice your short game. I say err on the side of having to practice more. I don't know what the wording would have been for that, but I just feel like even in life, if you're hitting a lot of greens, which I don't know anyone who does, just pretend you're not so that you can practice those awkward distances. Practice your partial wedge shots. They're so important. And now we're on the green. So we're about 12 and a half of my feet away. But I think it's going down this way, maybe this way. So I'm gonna hit to the right a little bit. This is my first putt of the day. Okay, perfect. The timing was kind of janky. It wasn't that comfortable. So then what I like to do, I can't really take it as far back as I'd like, but I take it on the other side and I do the same putt. I don't have enough green here, but I just like to do it again. So obviously with the opposite read, I hit on this side now. Different putt, you get to practice all the different angles. It low. So if you want to practice, you can either do that shot 4 times all around the hole, or you can add a club length if it's too close. Like if you're putting and you have less than 3 feet, you should probably practice with an extra 3 feet on it. So you could putt this, or you can add another Since we have a lot of time and we're by ourselves, this length is perfect to practice. It's not flat, so I like to hit this. And then do this distance 4 times, but then try adding a club length too. So just get a lot more short game in than you do on the range. And take it really seriously. Do your read, do your routine. Then I like to add a club length and just keep practicing. Short game has saved my score more than adding yards on the driving range. I spend a lot more time here than I usually did, and I have ugly pars, which you've seen on my Instagram channel. Like I post my Instagram, my pars are pretty ugly, but I save them because of my short game. This. The more I practice, the more it really clicked, like how to read greens. I was not good at it before, but now when you go to the same hole at all different angles and you do your routine, you don't just want to sit here and just mindlessly putt like this and put a bunch of golf balls. I only bring one because that's all you have on the golf course. So I just really like to really pretend I'm on the course, give myself the same amount of pressure. After I chip on, if I miss that first putt, what I do is I have to make 4 putts from the distance that I missed it. So I know I like made the first one. Did you guys see that? But pretend I didn't. So I'm gonna try to miss this one. So if I miss it like this, like that, and then okay, if I miss it like this, whatever. Okay, so if it's like that, make 4 of those. See? So then I missed. Have to do 4 of these. After I do a hole or 2, I also like to just pin hunt on the range because I like to work on my swing a lot, and when you're really stuck in your mechanics, it doesn't flow as well. So I learned that there's 2 kinds of training for golf. There's mechanical based, which most people do. That's why everyone watches swing mechanics videos. But then there's target based. So I also like to pick a spot on the range and try to hit it too. That light part of grass. And I also just want to try to get it high. Kind of like that. She short. Should I film this again because they're done with the yard machines? I'm just kidding. And by the way, that's part of the golf course life, those machines. Without them, we wouldn't have lovely fairways to hit off of, so I don't mind the noise. It's something you have to get used to. That's how I practice on the range, and that's how I've been getting all those ugly little pars. So that's just what I like to do here on the range. So I'm gonna do it 17 more times because I have the golf course memorized in my head with all the yardages. So that's how I'm gonna play. I wouldn't focus too much on swing mechanics, but just make sure that you get your rhythm. If you saw my putt, it wasn't the best, but I still made it. I'm not going for perfection, I'm just going for my personal best. And this is where my game is at right now. I'm really happy about it. So I just feel like if you haven't golfed, you should consider it. If you have golfed, don't give up and try this out. So let me know if this works for you. I'm gonna do the rest of the round. Thank you so much for joining me. I will have makeup stuff on my channel too. I kind of want to do like a pamper video as well. So if you like a lot of golf, check out my Instagram. It's XO Francesca Fox, and I will see you there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.